Pathways is a journey that students can take either from Reynolds or Bright Point to have a pathway towards VCU.
If I'm going to be honest, it's like a godsend. It's helpful for people who really want to develop in their career and they don't exactly know how to do that.
The Pathways program is a community college program that supports students from Bright Point Community College and Reynolds Community College. And the whole focus is to support them in their transfer journey. Eventually, we hope that they transfer to VCU. You're balancing work, school, life in general, and it can be challenging to figure out that path. And that's why we're called the Pathways program, because we want to make that path as smooth as possible for you. We have a few different benefits in the program that really help to support students with that. The first is dual admission.
You can be a community college student and then also be a VCU student. And we're celebrating for the fact that we have already applied to be VCU students and our applications are turned in. So now we're going to be Rams ourselves. We're part of the Ramily. That's what they say. I was at Bright Point for a year, and then I graduated with my associates in liberal arts, and I had done the dual admissions program through Pathways, so I was able to apply to VCU early and get my VCU ID early, and then was already in place to transfer.
We also have a stipend program, so our students are allowed to complete an e-portfolio through our Pathways program. They earn a $500 stipend for finishing that e-portfolio.
So we hold things called folio cafes, and there's a prompt every week, and sometimes they're a very introspective prompt, sometimes they're just an outward thinking, how do you use arts and humanities in your daily life? They're a cool way to get to see people, and because we do 2 community colleges in the area with Bright Point and with Reynolds, you're interacting with students who go to a different school.
And they have an opportunity to also connect with VCU staff and community as well there. So it's an opportunity for them to earn some money, but also to really build their professional and their career-oriented skills. The third element that we really try to highlight is advising. And we have transfer coaches at both community colleges, and these really are coaches. They're cheerleaders. They're there to support the students, to serve as not just an advisor about what kind of classes they should take, but really take them through the path of figuring out what career may be important for them, how they can connect with support services on campus.
I found something that I never thought it was possible for a community college. It's like it's an experience, and it's something that I just didn't expect for it to happen.
Pathways has helped me because I've been able to make a bunch of connections that I wouldn't have been able to make otherwise. I've been able to connect with faculty, with outside employers, with staff members, with students. I've been able to meet a ton of people. I've been able to be involved in other projects because of my involvement with Pathways.
Being in the Pathways, one, gets you guaranteed admission into VCU. They provide you some sort of financial assistance, scholarships. Here's another practical thing. They actually brought us here and toured the campus and just showed us kind of what we were looking at when we came here, which is for obvious reasons, it's useful. This is a gigantic campus, just smack dab in the middle of Richmond.
Mellon Research Fellows is another subset of the Pathways program. If you are involved in the Pathways program, you have an opportunity to apply to be a Mellon Research Fellow every fall. And this is a year-long research project. So students are selected through an application process. They are paired with a faculty mentor from either Bright Point or Reynolds. And with that mentorship, they pursue a research project centered on the arts and humanities.
A lot of us are adult learners. I'm a little older than the average age, so it's been nice to have people that relate to what I've gone through. Through that process, I was introduced to Mellon Research Fellows, and you were allowed to pick any topic you wanted and present it however you wanted. And that just gave me so much confidence in just the way that people are interested in what you have to say, even when you think that there aren't. When you think you're the only person in the world that cares, you find out that 1,000 people all over the world really want to hear what you have to say too.
We are so intentional about not just empowering them to be better students, but we really try to empower them to be better people. And we have seen that transformation happen over and over again.
When he was given the opportunity, he was a little hesitant at first because he wasn't sure he could live up to it. But when he got involved, I guess with his mentor, getting an idea of how the Pathway program worked and where it could take him, I mean, it was at that point all in.
110%.
Yes, 110, dragging us with him, which we enjoyed.
My experience here and how much I've grown as a person, I like to say I'm like the living proof of otherwise. I like to say that I've grown so much within these 2 years and can get my credits for like VCU and Brightpoint that I just say that do what makes sense to you. You might want to go to a four-year college, or you might want to start a community college. Just for me, the Pathways program was the right decision for me.
I feel more alive than ever, and going into Pathways, it was the first time I've had people tell me that, wow, your thoughts do matter. You are an important person. Everyone's important, and they're all like there together communicating, and it's a very beautiful thing.
And I am so encouraged to see that we are producing students who are change makers, who are going out into the world and making impacts in ways that I never could or my staff never could. But just to be able to encourage students to own their space, own who they are and their abilities, and make change is a powerful part of this program.